Hello, I'm Joseph Dillard. Welcome to the IDL video curricula. In this video, I want to share with you a metaphor to help you understand how awareness itself operates, particularly when you meditate. We can ask, why are we not more successful in meditation? Most of the time that you think you are meditating, you probably aren't meditating at all. Instead of meditating, you're probably doing something else that you confuse with meditation. Maybe you're visualizing or relaxing. Maybe you're trancing out, dozing off, sleeping, praying, saying affirmations, chanting, contemplating, problem solving, or trying to feel blissful and enlightened. You may be trying to avoid some state of consciousness like sleep or your everyday mind. Or you may be trying to enter other states like trance, bliss, or samadhi. Instead of meditating, you are thinking first this thought, then that one. Feeling this or that feeling. Seeing this or that picture in your mind, or trying to ignore or generate this or that physical sensation. These 5 dimensions of experience, sensing, feeling, imaging, thinking, and states, are what Buddhists call the skandhas, that make up our sense of who we are. A famous Indian metaphor compares the mind to a monkey swinging among 5 trees, tasting one fruit, then another. Together, these 5 aspects of experience generate the film of your life, which is all about attraction to one fascinating fruit of one of these 5 trees, and then another, and then another, and then another. I've elaborated on the following metaphor in a book I wrote some years ago on meditation and your monkey mind, freeing yourself from the 5 trees. This attraction and attachment experienced by this monkey was compared within the Hindu tradition to a strategy hunters and farmers would use to catch monkeys. They would put a desired treat inside a pottery jug that had a mouth large enough for the monkey to put its hand in, but not large enough for it to take it out, as long as the monkey was making a fist in order to hold the treat. Those monkeys that refused to let go of the treat got caught. This is an analogy to the way our mind seizes on or grasps at thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Its attachment to all 5 of the trees, the 5 skandhas, keep us trapped. Only through the letting go is freedom found. Now imagine you are a monkey high in the tree of feelings, tasting the delicious fruit of some strong emotion. Perhaps it's joy, but perhaps it could be greed, envy, or desire itself. Perhaps it's impatience or boredom. Perhaps it's drowsiness, a physical sensation. But then you notice a commotion in a neighboring tree, and you see all the monkeys fascinated by the gem-like fruit of the tree of thoughts. In a flash, you swing over there and find that there are so many wonderful thoughts on this tree that you could easily spend your entire life gorging yourself on them. However, because monkeys are the most adaptable of species, you soon get bored and start looking around for the next greatest thing. You see a lot of very happy, comfortable monkeys over on the tree of sensation, and so that's where you swing over to next. You then proceed to get lost in fruits that provide you first with sensations of pleasure and bliss, while others can get you high on cocaine, coffee, tranquilizers, sex, and all sorts of endorphin-stimulating experiences. Could anything be better? Who needs enlightenment or freedom when you have the endless satisfactions offered by the tree of sensation? However, at some point, after days, months, years, or lifetimes, you ask, is that all there is? You look around and see a tree you hadn't noticed before, the tree of images. Swinging over to it, you see a nice, juicy fruit. Taking a bite, you immediately experience yourself as the king of the monkeys. You are the best. Unstoppable. Unbeatable. Everything and every monkey is at your command. Anything you can imagine is yours. Fame, wealth, power, adoration. Your journey is over. No more search for enlightenment. If you can imagine it, it's real. What could be better than inhabiting a world of eternal positive delusion? The problem is that it is easy for you to get so caught up in your favorite illusions that you lose sense of where you are and what you are holding on to. You grasp that fruit so tightly in your little hand that you can't pull it out of the jar. You find yourself falling through the foliage and landing on your monkey head, hitting the ground hard. It's a wake-up call. You look at the tree of images with new monkey eyes. It's tricksy. Getting caught up in the fruit of that tree can be problematic. Now, you notice that in the center of the forest, there is a gigantic, magnificent tree you hadn't noticed before. It's also covered with all sorts of interesting, attractive fruits. You try one, and immediately you fall into deep, dreamless sleep, deeper than that of Sleeping Beauty, from which no monkey prince or princess can awaken you. But finally, after an eternity, you roll over and fall out of that tree, hit the ground hard, and wake up. At least you think you're awake, but it's hard to tell, because you could simply have moved into the waking state of the tree of states. You could instead simply be dreaming you are awake. In fact, all 5 trees could just be a dream you're having of the tree of states. Meditation can be a lot like that. When you're meditating, which of the 5 trees are you monkeying around in? Integral deep listening statement of intent, about which there is a series of videos in this video curricula, reminds us that it is important to stop substituting one interesting distraction for another in these 5 trees. We wake up to our subjective immersion in these 5 dimensions of our experience as we interview multiple emerging potentials and apply their recommendations using triangulation, which is explained in another video in this series. While we can never rule out the possibility that we are not still dreaming, submerged in our subjective context when viewed from a broader one, we can increase both the meaningfulness and usefulness of who and where we are today, right now. Naming meditation helps us to wake up out of the 5 trees, first by becoming aware of the tree we are in and thereby objectifying it, and then by experiencing the ground between and within all 5 trees. A good homework assignment is to get into the habit of asking yourself, if I were in one of the 5 trees right now, which would it be? If I wanted to stop doing so right now, what could I do? Thanks for watching. The entire video curricula can be found at integraldeeplistening.com. See you next time.